Brought to you by Hula Frog. Local things for kids to do. HulaFrog.com.
Hello, and thanks for watching Illusionist Michael Howell Live. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Hula Frog. I'd also like to thank our guest sponsor, Macaroni Kid. Another special thanks to Williams Magic Shop, Arizona Family, and Mildred and Dildred. Okay, guys, if you want to know what supplies you're going to need for each episode, you can go to illusionistmichaelhowell.com and click on the link that says Illusionist Michael Howell Live. It'll be the first thing on that page, and we post that every Friday, guys. So, we are going to get started off real quick with some magic. That is good today. I didn't just put water in there. I put some sweet iced tea. As you guys can see, we got a picture. It looks like feet. Ooh, or boots. On the count of three, we're going to say the magic words Hula Frog. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What? You guys know who that is? Charlie Chaplin. Pretty cool. Dun, dun, dun. I like that. I'm going to show variations of that trick for the next couple of episodes because it's one of my favorite tricks. We have a lot of events coming up. I'm hoping that my events in September are going to go, depending on this virus and everything going on. I have a magic show at the Berger Performing Arts Center called Magical Journey that's going to be happening. And then we're presenting Chuch Wagner, Broadway star and ringmaster. He's actually going to be on this episode here in a little bit. Super exciting. I'm also teaching a summer online class through Zoom. It's a master magic class from close-up magic, stage magic, and you will even learn how to put the show together from beginning to end. It's a 1-hour class, guys, on the 25th of this month, so pretty exciting. Now, growing up, I used to play a game with, I'd find flowers. Some of you have played the game, She Loves Me Not, or I should buy that chocolate bar. No, I'm not going to buy that chocolate bar. I should buy that chocolate bar. No, I'm not going to buy that chocolate bar. Oh, of course. I should buy that chocolate bar. What? Oh my goodness. Wow, guys. Obviously, I'm feeling lucky, so I should buy... Look at those, are pretty. I should buy that chocolate bar, guys. I'm going to go after this and go get some chocolate, because chocolate sounds pretty darn tasty, if I say so myself. Okay, we're going to start off doing our science experiments. You're going to need a bowl of some sorts. Something clear so you can see. You're going to need some water. And you're going to need a dry erase marker. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your dry erase marker and draw a little guy in here, which I can do. And I say little, don't overdraw this person. And then you're going to pour the water in there, and the person's going to slowly start to move, and Jarek is going to come and do it closer to the video screen. Just pour like a dab of the water in there. Higher up. There you go. Oh, that might have been too much water, but that's okay. Oh, there's dancing. Alright, that looks actually pretty good. I'm not even mad, I'm impressed. Look, he's still dancing. Oh, now he's a headless person. That's kind of crazy. Woo. Okay, that's cool, and that'll look cooler, obviously, if you're at home and you're trying the experiments. It'll look much cooler if you do it at home and you see it in person. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. Now, guys, it's that time of the show where we get to have our guest. I'm so excited. Broadway performer, ringmaster from Reeling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. So many exciting questions and answers to be had. I'm just so excited. And I'd like again to thank Macaroni Kid for sponsoring our guest, Chuch Wagner. Now we're going to go into TV. Hi, Chuch. How's it going, man?
Thank you, Michael. I'm doing very well. Hope you're doing well, too, during the plague.
I am doing great. Hey, Chuck, what got you into performing?
Well, I was lucky. I had teachers in elementary school that saw some talent in me. And then when I was in high school, I was cast probably as the world's youngest Henry Higgins. And at that point, I'd already been in the choir, so I already learned I could sing. I was a football player, so I was doing athletic stuff. And then I just had the right teacher that encouraged me to get on the stage.
Oh, that's awesome,
And then
man.
I kept doing that through high school, transferred to University of Alabama and Tuscaloosa, and the teachers also really appreciated me, and they gave me lots of opportunities. And since high school, I've never stopped working until recently.
Gotcha. Yeah, this whole thing's kind of stopped me from doing anything. So
I
I've
know exactly. There's really nothing to do. There's nothing to do
done,
right now but to try to find new ways.
exactly. Yeah, online is pretty much it. I did a online magic show for a birthday party, and that was quite interesting with no
Oh, cool. That
inter-
sounds cool. That
Yeah,
sounds cool.
it was interesting. How did you land your first Broadway role?
Well, let's see. I had done a place on the Outer Banks of North Carolina called the Lost Colony. That's where I met my wife, Susan. It was directed by the Broadway director, Joe Layton. And then after that summer, I went back to Alabama. And then we were going to then I was going to transfer to USC. And as soon as I moved out to California, I got this call from Joe that said, "Listen, they're working on the Three Musketeers, and if you can get there by Friday, they might. I think there's a good chance you could be one of the Musketeers." I said, "Really? Fantastic!" So I bought an airplane ticket, which is not cheap. It was not cheap even then. So I flew to New York and I did the audition. I thought it went very well. Then I came back to California. Then I got a call. They said, "Listen, they want to see you again. There's a really good chance that they'll cast you, but you'll have to come back and be seen." And I said, "Really? That's another ticket to New York." And so they said, "Well, they will consider you, but you know how it is." And I said, "Oh, okay." Well, I didn't really know, but I assumed that meant to get back on a plane, which I did do. And I got back. I went back and met with them again, and they cast me as Athos, the Three Musketeers, in the Three Musketeers. And in fact, Joe Layton told me if it had been up to him exclusively, he would have cast me as D'Artagnan. But because this is my first Broadway show ever, they started me easier as Athos.
Okay.
And it was it was fun. It was not a huge success. We opened on a Sunday and we closed the next Sunday.
Oh gosh.
But still, it was we were very well reviewed. It was the Three Musketeers were myself and Ron Taylor, who was the original voice of the Plant in the Little Shop of Horrors,
Wow.
and Aramis was played by Brent Spiner, who would go on to be Data in Star Trek: The Next Generation. So we all did fine from that. Sadly, the guy who played D'Artagnan, his name was Michael Praed, and he was Prince Michael on that spinoff of Dynasty called Melrose Place.
Okay.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was a very talented guy. He'd just been Robin Hood on a series called Showtime,
Wow.
and so he was very talented. He was more of the teen idol kind of idea, like when Rex Smith was in Pirates of Penzance. They were trying to go that route with him as well, and he was fine. But he got the worst, actually the best bad review I ever heard. It was so bad that I can never forget it. It said instead of being the galvanizing star that brought the show together, he was the black hole into which the show disappeared. I thought that's a little harsh, but still cleverly written.
They always say that any press is good press. So
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
at least you're getting a write up. What was it like being on Broadway? I bet very stressful.
No. It's always fun. Anytime that you're doing theater, and one of the things that I tell kids when I'm doing the master class is that Broadway is kind of like the major leagues in sports, but baseball is still baseball, and theater is still theater. So if you get past the intimidation of the fact that, oh my God, I'm on Broadway, it's really fantastic. So you can bring Broadway theater. In fact, we might come in the fall, for the show that we were supposed to do in April.
Yeah.
We'll be bringing Broadway magic to Arizona, and so you bring the Broadway in your heart. It's more of a state of mind than it is a street in New York, I think.
Gotcha. Is it true? Because my family, or they've all been in the business quite a while. Did you actually have like a curfew that you had to follow, like when you're working on Broadway? You didn't have to be out, so
Well, no, you don't. You don't have there's no official curfew. But if
okay.
you're smart, you have to do 8 shows a week.
Yeah.
So especially if you do shows like Les Mis or Beauty and the Beast or Jekyll and Hyde, where you're working so hard, then if you're smart, you'll do your show, you'll go home and you'll sleep, and not necessarily sleep until the next show, but that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's
You know,
funny, like a
'cause-
lot of community theater people, they do a show and then they get excited and go party, and then you can definitely tell the next day when they're performing that they were out partying.
oh yeah, no, you gotta treat the job like that's what you do.
Yeah.
And so it's self. I like it when you're doing 8 shows a week. You have to be disciplined. So I mean, you don't. I know some people that aren't, but if you want to be good, you need to be disciplined.
Yeah, I would be that disciplined type. How did you become a ringmaster?
Oh, the Three Musketeers was produced in part. I mean, there were a whole bunch of producers, but one of the producers was Irvin Coe, and that's when I first met Ken, and so they were all there when I did my first audition for the Three Musketeers, and of course they were there for the opening, and they saw how it all went and saw how I did. And I was in New York auditioning to be a standby for the Woman in White, Andrew Lloyd Webber, who was a Woman in White.
Wow.
I did not get that part, but while I was in New York, there was a chance to audition for this ringmaster part, and that's very rare that they would do that in New York like that, or particularly in this case, because the goal was to get an actor because they wanted to create a fake family. I don't know if you remember that show, Circus of Dreams, which we called Circus of Lies, because it started with this fantastic songstress, Jennifer Fuentes, she was the circus songstress, and she would come out on the float, starts the show, and then she said, "Now we're going to pick a family from the audience to live out their circus dreams." So I was the dad of the family.
Oh,
My wife was this aerialist from Argentina, and oddly enough, she wanted to become an aerialist. My daughter from Brazil, who was a dancer, her big dream was to become a dancer in the circus. And most surprisingly, my little Chinese son wanted to be an acrobat and magically fit into the Chinese acrobat act. So we were the fake family. But my big dream was to be the ringmaster, and I got to do that for the 2 years in that tour. And then the next one, Over the Top, they wrote for me and Tom Doherty as the clown savant. Tom's great. I love that. So our second tour was called Over the Top, and we fought over the magical top hat. It apparently gave you control of the circus.
wow. I remember both those because I've been such a fan, like,
Cool.
when I was little. Yeah, and I actually have programs from, I don't remember, Romeo and Juliet or Gunther, the Tiger Trainer.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I love Gunther Gable Williams. That's when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's so cool, man. And then what was the Broadway and the circus have to be completely different as far as the business and like.
In a way. But if you look, I did an article for, and I'll send it to you. There's a Harvard Business Review did an interview with me, so I'm published in Harvard Business Review. Very nice, and it's called "Playing to the Back Wall." And basically, my description of the circus. I mean, certainly the theaters are bigger, especially when you play like Salt Lake City or Chicago or any of those giant arenas where there's 60,000 people. I can't sometimes not, but like in Salt Lake City, we filled that arena up, and that's 60,000 people. So when you're playing to that, you still have to reach to the back wall. You really have to send your energy out. Certainly, you have the amplification to help you, but your energy has to go out. So.
Right.
So
Well,
in theory, you're still telling the story. You're still entertaining. So the concept is the same, but the scale is bigger. That's the big difference.
lot bigger. If you
And
can,
more poop not to step in.
if you can send me that link, we'll put it on our website because that would be
Okay.
cool here. And then, so what was it like touring with the circus? I mean, you were on the road for a while.
Well, it's great. It's all circus all the time. It's that. It's between you live and breathe and eat the circus. You get up, you walk the elephants into the new city. I did all of that too. I did I did the elephant walks. I did the cherry pie at the end, helping put up the set, take it down. You
Wow.
know, just because, what else did I have to do, right? And plus, it's such a great team. The more you participate with everybody, the more they feel like you're part of the family too. So I loved every minute of it. It was great. It's like the United Nations.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun time. Everyone, at least me, when I was a kid, I always dreamt of going and being with the circus. Unfortunately, now it's kind of a hard dream to follow.
Well, exactly. There's nothing consistent anymore. We have to, it's sad that we don't have the circus anymore. I can almost understand what they're saying about the animals, but the animals are actually, I told them if you feel sorry for anybody, you should feel sorry for the clowns, because the animals are treated very well.
Really? That's my next question. Yeah, the animals, like, what was it like working with them? You got to work with the elephants. You got to get real close.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Karen was the elephant that that would take the lady around with the flag as I sang the national anthem. And right before the show, they let me give her a Snicker every day.
Really?
So so we developed quite the rapport. She likes
Awesome.
my Snicker bars.
So now I know elephants like Snickers.
Yeah. I think they'll eat. You give them anything, they'll probably eat it.
And then now, what's your next venture? I know it's really kind of hard with the economy.
Yeah. Well, I've been blessed the last 5 years I do a one-man show. Actually, I do two different ones. One's called Living the Dream, and one's called Classic. And Living the Dream is a variation that we're going to do in Arizona. But so I have those two shows that are ready to go, and I do them on cruise ships all around the world. So that's fallen through. I'm doing concerts in venues. That's fallen through. I teach master classes in schools around the world. That is falling through right now. Sometimes I do elder care, and if I've got extra time, but I can't visit the retirement homes now, so that's out of the question. So I just am training now to do a job with Amazon online in my house. So I'm in day 2 of training, and so we'll see how that goes. It looks like I think I'll be able to do it, but I feel blessed to have a job in this uncertain economy. So
Agreed.
It won't pay the bills at all, but it will help. It's like throwing balsa wood on the fire. Yeah, it'll flare up a little bit, but it's still burning.
I've been doing like door dashing, driving around trying to make extra cash, and
oh yeah,
it's actually pretty good money considering I'm just happy, like you said, just to make money during this crazy time.
Yeah, this will pass, but I don't think it's going to pass anytime too soon.
Unfortunately.
And this is not to be political at all. The tension and the unrest that's happening right now is for a good reason. And if we're not careful, if we don't wake up, shake it off, and give everybody the love and respect that they deserve, we're this close to another civil war.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. It's insane. We just actually, where I live, we have a curfew now, so we can't go out.
Oh right.
And since the curfew, it's been actually pretty good. So fingers crossed, it doesn't get too crazy.
Since the shutdown, Susan and I, we've been pretty serious about social distancing. So we've enjoyed the time together, and so far we haven't killed each other. So
that's really good, man. Yeah, it's been good. Me and my fiance and our apartment spent a lot of time together, but we're getting along. So now we know our marriage is going to be strong. Real quick, I just wanted to say, if you guys wanted to see Chuch Wagner, you can see him in September at the Berger Performing Arts Center. Go to illusionistmichaelhowell.com for more information. And then do you have a website or Facebook? How can people find
I do, yeah, www.chuchwagner.com, or I'm easy to find on Facebook too.
There you go. Well, thank you so much, man, for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me. I'm sorry that we're not talking about how great the concert went, but I'm looking forward to seeing you this fall.
We will see. We'll be soon. All right, man. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Mike.
Again, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Macaroni Kid, for sponsoring our guest, Chuch Wagner. That was so cool to have a Ringling Brothers ringmaster on, a Broadway performer. I don't know about you guys, but I always dreamed about joining the circus growing up. For the next science experiment, you guys are going to need a bowl of water. Looks exactly like the other one. You're going to need shaving cream. And you're going to need some food coloring. I have it in here with a spoon. You can use the food coloring alone just by squeezing it. What we're going to do is we're going to make a cloud. We're going to shake up our shaving cream. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your shaving cream. Shake your shaving cream. All right, you're going to shake it. And then what what you're doing is you're making a cloud here with the shaving cream. Goes, oh, awesome. I think that's probably good. So now what we have here is we have our cloud of shaving cream. And we're going to create like a rainstorm, which is really cool. And we're just going to drip a little of the blue dye onto the shaving cream. And a little bit here, guys. And Jerica can bring this a little closer. Is it happening? Oh, those look cool. Slowly but surely. I'll put some ice cream with that now that it's starting to happen. Go ahead and show it to the camera there. Looks like a little rainstorm there. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. That looks neat. Okay, we're gonna move on. Actually, if you could go ahead and take that. Thank you so much. So that's pretty neat, guys. We created our own clouds, rainstorm. I don't know about you guys. I haven't been reading a lot of things, but I do like to read the Bear Essential newspaper. It's one of my favorite newspapers. Shout out to them. I grew up reading their newspaper. I'm going to go ahead and just use, for this, I'm going to use the front part of the newspaper. And I'm going to need my beautiful assistant, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cone, a beautiful and nice cone, out of this Bear Essential News. Oh, there we go. Bend up the corner there. And my lovely assistant's gonna hold that. And I've got my milk. You guys like milk? Milk! We need some milk! All right, I'm gonna go ahead. Got my milk right there. 3D. Woo. I'm gonna go ahead and pour my milk inside of the paper. Oh man, this is gross. Guys, I don't recommend trying this at home. Ooh, maybe a little more. Okay, so I've got the milk in there. Ooh. Now watch this, guys. I'm gonna take it, and on the count of 3, we're gonna say the magic words hula frog, and the milk is gonna disappear. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hula frog.
Uh-oh. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Look at this. There is no milk in the newspaper. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Jerk and I will be here through the rest of the episode. Okay. This is going to be a trick you guys can help out with on camera. I've got this beautiful rose. We're going to have it sideways like this. And then, can you guys, we're going to practice cutting our scissors. And then on the count of 3, you're going to do this with me. Ready? Actually, can you, you'll do it, yeah, just do it on the camera. So you're gonna cut like that on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What? You guys cut my rose. Look at that. You guys are magical. Wow, there's a lot of flower magic in this episode. For those of you that really like flowers. Now, my favorite part of the show, guys, where we get to bring on a beautiful and adorable animal. We have Ralph the Mouse. I don't know if you guys have ever read those books, the Ralph books. Ralph is a new member of my family. Just rescued Ralph not that long ago. Mwah, I'm gonna stand up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Ralph, guys. You see Ralph, he's so tiny. Woo, he's so cute. I'm gonna take Ralph the Mouse. Put Ralph the Mouse in this box right here. Bye, everybody say bye, Ralph. And we're gonna start taking this box apart. So I take, oh no, guys. What? Where did Ralph go? Ralph the Mouse, ladies and gentlemen, has vanished. Mom, calm down. I know you're applauding and oh my gosh, you're being too crazy. See, my mom, I know she's gonna be applauding while I'm doing this because, you know, when I'm here at my apartment, she's watching this. That's just the way my mom is. She's my #1 fan, so it's pretty cool. So I have an animal rescue called Rose Ranch Animal Rescue. We rescue farm animals. We rescue exotic animals. Recently, I'm so happy we just rehomed a beautiful puppy dog, and we just found a home for a cockatoo. And if you guys can do me a favor, please help us out. We need to become a 501c3 right now. All of the money that I make from doing magic shows and working part-time jobs here and there with the way the world is right now, I'm paying for that. My cousin is helping out a whole lot. So go to illusionistmichaelhowell.com and you can click the GoFundMe page, which will help us become a 501c3 so we can take donations. But right now, since we can't take donations, we are accepting gifts. We have t-shirts that are $45. That money goes to helping 100% of Rose Ranch Animal Rescue, or if you spend $10, you get an autographed picture of me. That's right, folks, holding one of the rescue animals. Something to scare the bugs away, guys. So make sure you get yourselves one of those. If you just want to support me as an illusionist, you can join the fan club and find out more information about that on the website as well. And I'll donate a percentage of that to Rose Ranch Animal Rescue. We have a Facebook page, so look up the Facebook page, guys. Hey guys, you know what time it is? It's the time of the day where I tell those jokes. Okay, Jerica, come on over here. I'm gonna take a sip out of my Skull Cup. Really thirsty, guys. All right, Jerica, what did the panda bear say to the horse? No, that's not the joke. That's not the joke. Okay. So I'm going to add a joke in here that wasn't in here. This is one Jerica told me. It's not on my cue card. Okay. Hey, Jerica, what do you call a teddy bear with no teeth?
Can I say it?
No.
What do you call a teddy bear with no teeth?
A gummy bear! Oh, that's bad. That's one Jerica told me. I should have let her tell it, guys. Next time you can tell the joke you heard. That was a good one. All right, now for the real priceless, amazing jokes here. Okay, me and Jerica came up with these together. Why didn't the duck pay for the lip balm?
Why didn't the duck pay for the lip balm?
Because he wanted to put it on his bill. That was bad. Ooh, we got a Star Wars joke for all those Star Wars fans out there. My birthday is on May 4th, and yes, I get May the 4th be with you all the time. Okay. Why did Darth Vader turn off... Wait, what does that say? Oh, why did Darth Vader turn off the light?
Why did Darth Vader turn off the light?
Because he prefers it on the dark side. That's terrible. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching Illusionist Michael Howell Live. We have an exciting guest, guys. This guy has been in Vegas. He's been on cruise ships. He's been around the world. He's from another part of the world. He's an amazing comedy juggler. He also... he's performed in many places. He's a professional comedy juggler from Holland, and it's Niels Dunker, guys. You don't want to miss it. Look him up on YouTube, get a pre-idea of what he does. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for watching Illusionist Michael Howell Live, and we will see you next Saturday.